It's 6 seconds. Oh, David.
Mhm. Old neighborhood from where you used to live.
It's like the 50s.
Mhm.
It's like my dad's town.
Okay. Connect to your body in that space. So in that space, you can feel your body. Allow your consciousness to sink into that being that you are. And tell me, does it feel like you're a boy or a girl?
I'm boy.
Mhm. When you look at your feet or look at your body or sense yourself, how old are you in this?
Maybe a kid,
Mhm.
10 or something.
Okay, good. And you said old neighborhood, so you're somewhere in America in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Are you on a street or are you in the backyard of the house?
Street.
Is this the street near your home where you live?
No.
Uh-huh. Do you know why you're there? Are you visiting someone, playing with someone? Are you walking around or maybe you got lost looking around? Uh-huh. Do you often go into different neighborhoods and walk around?
Had before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You are in the neighborhood that is not near your home. You said that it seems like your father.
Yeah, it seems like when my dad was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Let's find out where your father lives. Obviously, he might be a kid now too, so maybe in this place you are his friend. Let's see if you can meet him. You can drift away from the scene and find yourself in the house with this person that is in your current lifetime your father. Or maybe you meet on the street. Connect deeper to the sensations. You're obviously on a street, walking around. You feel like this is where your father lived, so let's find your home. Let's find his home. And once you connect to it, what do you see, what you're experiencing, what you feel.
I see a kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Are your siblings in this life?
I don't know what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Just something like that.
Okay, you're in the kitchen. How does their house look like? Is it a nice house, simple house?
Simple.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody in the house outside of you?
My granddad's in it.
Mm-hmm. Let's walk around the house and let's see what's going on. Your grandfather is there. Mm-hmm. What about your parents? Is it a daytime? They're not home.
Yeah, it's daytime.
Mm-hmm. Does this home have a couple levels? Can we walk upstairs and walk into your room?
No, I think it's just one level.
One level. Oh. Do you have your own room in this house? Does it feel like you have your own space?
No, it feels like I'm a visitor.
Okay, so this is not your home. Mm-hmm. So your grandparents live there, but you're just visiting.
Mm.
Are you connected to your grandfather? Is your grandfather happy to see you?
Well, it doesn't really seem to notice. Very
Mm-hmm.
paranoid.
Okay. Okay. And why do you think you wander there? You came there. You feel safe there. What are the emotions? Be that boy. Become fully him and allow yourself to connect with his life, to his experiences. Like a magnet, allow yourself to be attracted. So you merge. And what are you saying?
And you just feel kind of
Mm-hmm.
anxiety.
Okay. Where do you feel the anxiety?
Just being in the house.
Okay. Okay. Let the anxiety flow out from the system completely. So you can just describe what is happening without absorbing the energy from that body, just for experience, just for purpose of describing. So this boy feels anxiety, so he doesn't feel safe. What about his own home? Does he have a place?
I don't know where is him.
Mm-hmm. Because you said he most likely does not live there.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yep.
Does this boy have a name? Will he call you something in this life?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fred? Good. Let's close that scene and let's drift and float to another important scene of Fred's life. Could be earlier or later. We're looking for a scene where something important is happening, so we can close one scene and you can find yourself in a different scene. And once you connect to the scene, tell me what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're seeing or experiencing. Looking for an important experience of this boy's life that will affect him.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Picturing
Mm-hmm. What do you see?
like war, being on a helicopter.
So he's older now. Is he in his early 20s?
Yeah.
Is he in Vietnam? Where is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Is he scared? Or is he excited? How would you describe? Or maybe
Apathetic.
apathetic, so disconnected, right? Mm-hmm. So he's not really excited nor completely against it. He's just going
Just
with the
there.
flow. Connect deeper to him. Why is he there? Did he have to go to war?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Was he operating the helicopter or sitting on the bench?
Sitting.
And what's going to happen next? Are they going to be jumping off the helicopter on a parachute? What does it look like?
Yeah, like
Has he killed people before? Or is it his first
yes.
important mission? Is anybody with him on this helicopter outside of the pilot?
I think so.
So you're holding to a gun, to some sort of weaponry, right?
Yeah.
And you have a full gear on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's find out where the helicopter stops and what happens next. Let's follow Fred and his team to the battlefield. Tell me what happens next. Where do they stop?
It's just shooting people.
And do you see how this happens? Is it from the helicopter or are they on the ground?
From the helicopter.
Okay. So they're flying above. They're shooting innocent people, or do they have guns too?
Innocent people.
Was he able to kill or shoot?
Yes.
Okay. Is he still apathetic? Is he still disconnected?
Yeah.
Are other soldiers also shooting with him?
I don't see any.
Did Fred get wounded?
I can't really picture it.
Okay. So he's shooting, he's killing. Let's close that scene. Let's find out what happens later on in his life. Let's connect to another important event. How long has...
I don't think he dies now.
He dies.
Okay.
Okay. Let's connect to a few minutes or hours before his death. Connect to his last moments. He died on the battlefield?
I think so.
Okay. So he was young. He was what, early 20s?
Yeah, sounds right.
How did he die?
Shot by someone.
Okay. He was very young. Did he know that he's going to die? Did he know that his time is coming? How did he feel? Was he ready to go?
No, he was dead.
Okay, so it happened suddenly. He was not prepared. It wasn't like something he could foresee.
Yeah, it was just over.
I want you to watch his spirit detach from the body as he leaves the body. He gives his last breath. And when you connect to the spirit aspect, tell me, was he able to reach the source, go back to source, go back to love? How do you see his spirit?
I decided to see it. I just see it leave out of the way.
Let's bring Fred forward to the spirit to see if he reached the light, if he was able to find his peace. Let's see if he was able to transition. But he's not in the parameters of your.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you look at his life, what do you think was the purpose of this life? It was short and he felt a lot of anxiety.
I don't know.
Did he learn anything in this life? And if any lesson was learned, what was it? For him, seems like he didn't have a lot of guidance. He didn't really feel much.
No, he's just shuffled around.
So maybe his lesson was to experience that. To experience that disempowerment. I think that he had felt that deeply. Okay, let's let his spirit to go where it needs to go, and we will also continue our journey. Allow yourself to float under it, and allow yourself to be guided to another lifetime, to another place where something important is happening, something that we would like to connect with, to describe, to examine. You don't have to be back on a cloud. It's more like a field or energy pulling you towards an experience of feeling or situation. Allow yourself to arrive there and be there now. Like one door closes, immediately next door opens, you're there. You need to go deeper, allow yourself to be sucked in like a tunnel until you reach the level where you feel you can stop. And you can exit into a new space, into a new realm, into a new experience. So we anchor ourselves in this new experience. It's like when the consciousness enters the body, you become fully present in that body. And I invite you to do the same, anchoring consciousness in that body that has the information, that has the experience you would like to watch. And if something becomes apparent, sensation, first impression, let me know what you feel, what you see.
I just feel like being a this kid's parent and it's like a hunter-gatherer.
So you went back far.
That's just what I saw.
And you said you were a child of like someone who
Was parent.
Tell me more.
I'm showing the kid how to hunt.
Ah, great. So you're guiding the child.
Yes.
Are you one of these like old settlers thousands of years ago that were living on Earth?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That could be, I don't know, 10, 20,000 years ago.
Okay. Very good. Are you wearing leather? Your bare feet? You have some sandals simply made from leather or
Yeah, just do like clothes from animals. Animal.
So you're a father, so you're probably fit and strong. How does the body feel in this experience?
Just feels like I'm connected to everything.
Great. Tell me more. How does it feel to be connected to everything? Meaning like your environment, your sun, you understand?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know how to feed my family and house.
Uh-huh.
And I guess that feels good.
Yeah, you feel empowered, right? That you have the information you need in order to make sure that you're safe, your family is safe.
Yeah.
You talked about connecting to everything, meaning what? Like the land, right?
The land and it's everything on the earth.
Describe to me how it feels to be connected outside of good. You feel like the information is streamlining for you. How would you describe this?
Just awareness, I guess.
So there's clarity, right?
Yeah.
Of the messages that you're getting.
Yes.
So are you able to spot or connect to the information coming from like the wind, the birds, cycles of life in nature?
Yes.
Very good. How old is your son, more or less?
Pretty young. 6, 7.
And what are you teaching him? Are you using a spear or what tool are you using?
I think I'm showing him how to make a spear with a flint or some flint, some type of sharp rock like that.
Do you call your son any name? Or how do you communicate in that language? Is there any spoken language or more?
I can only picture just looking, showing him stuff.
Okay, that's fine. And he understands, right?
Yes.
So you have a different way of communicating. Does he understand your thoughts and your mind too? Like you understood the nature, you understand what's happening around you. Is this how you communicate with your son as well? Like you're on the same wavelength, sort of, that he can feel you, you can feel him.
I think so.
So it's a much deeper way of connecting, it seems. Much more direct.
Yes.
So you feel a strong bond with your son, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Was this a happy moment between you two?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's see what happens next. Has your son hunted before or is he too small?
He's too small.
And what do you hunt? What animals do you hunt?
Picturing something like deer.
Do you hunt with other men? Are you part of a community of hunter-gatherers?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not picturing him as assist.
Okay. Let's close that scene. Let's go to the village where you live. Take your son with you. In that scene, we're reappearing at your home base, wherever you live. Take me to your home. Tell me, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you experience?
Feeling of
Mm-hmm.
just welcomeness and caring,
Beautiful.
passion for everyone.
Connect with that. Let it melt you. Allow yourself to feel that warmth and that love. This is the feeling of being home, right?
Yeah.
Being welcomed, being noticed, being part of the group. Do you have a function? Because it seems like everybody welcomes you. Do you have like a special function in this group? Maybe you are more of a leader, or maybe people look up to you. How does it seem to you?
I'm a good hunter.
You're a good hunter. Do you live together with other people in some sort of structures that you build?
Yeah, I've seen structures.
Mm-hmm. Are they stone structures?
No.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Wood,
I'd
rocks?
say they're more temporary.
Temporary, okay. So you move a lot.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. So you're well respected, you're a good hunter. You live in temporary structures. Let's go into your dwelling. Let's see, there is a woman waiting, maybe there are more children. Take me through this village, take me through this.
Village has. There's a number of structures. And, yeah, there's a woman in the one I go into.
Mm-hmm. Do you love her? Do you feel love
Yes.
for her? Mm-hmm. And you feel her love?
Yes.
Yes. Allow yourself to feel that love, you connect to that. Mm-hmm. Do you have more children with this woman?
Yes, there's one younger one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Like the sister. 7-year-old and one.
Okay.
It's maybe 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them.
Okay.
Both boys.
And with this woman, do you also communicate without words? You're aware of her thoughts and she's aware of yours.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So you don't use much words. It's a telepathic communication more.
I don't know. I just look, and then
where do you look? Do you
everything seems to be understood.
Okay. You look into the eyes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel your heart very open in that life? Okay, very good. So the energy of connection is communicated through the eyes, but it comes from the body rather than the mind.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a feeling of it's definitely like the feeling of the heart or something.
Okay, very good. And you feel other people's hearts too.
Yes.
Like it's like a web of connections.
Yes.
You mentioned the awareness before. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Is your community big?
No. Maybe 20 or so, 30 people.
But you work well together.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You said you move a lot as well.
Everyone, yeah, everyone's there for everyone else.
What else do you do together? Do you have any rituals? Do you fire together? Do you worship any beings? Or you're one with nature? There is no need for...
There's a oneness, feeling of oneness with nature.
Let's see what happens next.
I sit picturing the fire, but I can't breathe.
You eat meat that you hunt?
Yes.
You eat any other things that you find in the forest? Okay, so there are lots of herbs and plants, Very good. Let's find out what happens to this man's life later on. Close that scene. We can reappear in a different scene of this man's life and his family. Something important is happening that you would like to look at and describe. I'll be there now.
I was picturing the son being grown up.
Mm-hmm.
He is being
Okay.
but being taken care of by everyone.
Beautiful. So you had a long and fulfilling life being
Yes.
a family man. I always have to connect to these emotions. I know that it's very moving, I'm sure, to feel so much love from family and that support, knowing that you have people that have your back no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're older, your sons are grown-ups. Is your partner still there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you have moved probably several times, right? From the first place we visited to where you are now.
Yes, I keep picturing a plane.
Uh-huh.
Seems to look, well, it looks similar.
The plane.
Where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Where we stay.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about this place.
See trees, and the encampment's like in a bit of a clearing or a plain, flat area.
Mm-hmm.
See mountains in the distance.
So it's a
And just a
beautiful
beautiful
place.
sky.
Okay, great. So it seems like you, through your lifetime, you were not harmed by animals. You taught your sons how to be mature, how to hunt, how to take care of others. You felt like you passed the legacy to the
Yes.
next generation. Mm-hmm.
I feel a sense of pride. Children.
Beautiful. When you feel that pride in your own body, where is it present within you?
My heart.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Allow this pride and this love to melt in you as well. Self-doubt. We'll do more of that later, but I want you to deeply connect to those sensations. See what describing his state of being. Maybe he has a message for you. Just like he was connecting to the land and he had this awareness. Maybe both of you are aware of each other's presence. And maybe he has a message he would like to share with you. Maybe his energy resembles someone in his lifetime. Maybe it's someone that you would like to.
I just feel you have to, everything's connected.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take care of each other. But not just the people, but everything.
So the nature as well, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How did these people take care of nature when you think of their lives? They respected the law of nature. They didn't.
They take what they need and they don't waste anything.
So they don't hunt out of greed, they only take what is necessary.
Yes, and they respect the animal. They honor the animal.
So there's a ritual involved.
Yes.
They give thanks, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's move forward to the last scene of this man's life. He said he's already older and his sons are grown up, so he's probably past 40 maybe now. What else has happened in his life that is worth seeing, that has a powerful message for you? We can move to the last day of his life or towards the end of his life. See how he transitioned.
I just see him dead, but it's like a funeral home.
How do they bury their members?
I see them burning.
Was he wrapped in some sort of
See him laid out in a peaceful way.
hands on the heart?
Yes.
Is he very old?
Actually, probably 60.
That's a long lifespan for that time period.
Yes.
So he's honored.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let's connect to the spirit aspect of this man as he leaves the body. So we know probably he died of natural death, right? He just finished his life cycle. And when you connect to his spirit as it detaches from the physical body, where does his spirit go? Allow yourself to connect to the energy of this man and tell me what happens next. Does he go to the light? Or do you...
We can see him return to the earth.
He returned back. Okay. Was it shortly after?
Yes.
Okay. So he experienced rebirth quickly after.
Yes. He became part of everything else again.
Okay. And what form do you see him?
I just see him. I just see his energy go back. And it's part of the earth again. I can't see what form.
Okay. So he can be a particle, he can be energy, he's part of everything else. Okay, beautiful. So this connects to what you said before, that everything is interconnected. So everything that you are goes back to the natural way of rebirth in a different form.
Yes.
We can follow that cycle and see, has he become a being, or is he a tree? Is he an animal? And tell me, how did he choose? How do we choose what we become later in that cycle? Who decides that? Did he want to become part of that awareness? Was this his wish?
It's just the way it is.
Okay. So it's a law of nature. Very good. So that awareness is always there, like you said before.
Yes.
It's just that in our modern era, most people are not really consciously connected to that web of information. Connections. Anything else important from this man's life and from the feelings you are experiencing? Any messages from the field, from that oneness? Does it feel good to be part of everything? Okay, let's leave the consciousness of this man and his new way of being part of the natural cycle of the universe. And let's drift and float. I would like to ask some questions to your higher self, to your subconscious. I would like the part of you that is connected to Michael to integrate back so we can ask some questions. Is it okay for me to ask questions? Michael has come to me today feeling really broken, really shaken, with anxiety, with a lot of emotional pain. And a lot of it stems from his childhood. And his subconscious showed him two lives that are quite the opposite. One life was with a man who never felt sense of empowerment or belonging to any community, to a family. And that was life short-lived. Michael said he was like pushed to every direction. Was coming from the outside. And then the second life was very meaningful. It was very powerful for him. So I wanted to ask, what was the reason we were shown these two opposite, such drastic experiences?
I think one life showed how you right way to move. The other one showed just how things are now, where it's very difficult to have control or know what's right, or because everything's too big and they're fed things that aren't true. Told to follow them, and by the time you're old enough to know, at least in that case, that he never was old enough to know, because he died before he could know any better.
How do you think, or if you can connect to the information, what happened? You think that we lost that connection? Because we innately have it. We experienced it deep. What happened in between as we evolved? Was there some kind of energy injected? What is the reason why so many people are suffering today?
Want.
You mean greed? Or
Yeah.
want? Desire, right?
Desire. That's it. You don't need, but they told you to.
Okay. So people lost their natural ability to differentiate between what is good for them, what is not serving them.
Yes.
Has this been going on for a long time on Earth?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Well, as we know, we're part of what we can call all that is, that awareness. So the information is inside of us. I would like to activate in Michael all the abilities he had before when he was a father and a godmother. I would like a guidance from his higher self to help me with this process. We discovered that a lot of it had to do with heart. So let's connect to the heart and let's see what layers we need to remove, what we need to do in order to activate that heart center again so that Michael feels connected to his purpose. Go deeply into the heart. Visualize it perhaps even like a box of treasures or box. Open this box and tell me what you see inside. You can ask the spirit of this man that will live in a different lifetime to help you. If you need help, your spirit guides. Is there a mechanism in the heart center that we can turn off and on? How do you picture it?
I see an awareness of what is, thinking of the seeing others, things that are. That's the main thing I see.
Mm-hmm. So the awareness, by that you mean like an inner intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's give more space to this inner intelligence, okay? Visualize yourself, this energy, and feel it spreading and expanding from the heart. And let me know if it's happening, and let me know if there are any blockages in the body along the way or in the mind. And visualize it like a being that grows, and the web is growing. When you see branches of a tree that grow, or some types of corals, they have these intricate branches. Is it happening?
Yes, sad.
Very good. Let it help you clear all of the layers of pain that you have experienced as a child and young adult. I want this energy, this awareness to help you dissolve all the old stories. You can see like patches on your body, and you can just rip it off or see it dissolve like it's not you, it's a layer. Let me know if it's happening. Does this feel better now to be in your body?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Micah wanted to know why he has ever felt alone. Where does it come from? Why was this experience important for him to feel alone in his lifetime?
I think I fell alone because I was never I guess because I was never taught what it was when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something I always felt like I was missing. I don't know why it's important though.
Let's connect to the energy of this man that was a father. And I want you to picture yourself in front of this man. And he is your father. And I want you to feel the love that he has for you and show you things that are relevant in this life. Even telepathically, just send you information like a guidance. Perhaps in this lifetime, he's your part of your higher self, something that can help you in this realm. I want you to merge his energy with yours. So it's almost like you have that extra invisible suit or armor that connects you to his consciousness. So every time you need guidance or you feel real lost, you're not sure what decisions to make, you can connect to his presence. Very good. And feel like this man loves you unconditionally. Just allow yourself to receive fully.
You know, this isn't real.
Mm-hmm. Very good. There's no room for that right anymore. But what you said, being alone is not real. That's really powerful. So why do we feel alone? What's coming?
Because we can't feel this our connectedness has been popped off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like armor over our hearts, our souls, or whatever we call it, consciousness.
So that feeling of disconnection is an illusion.
The connection is not an illusion, but
Mm-hmm.
the feeling of not feeling it is.
Exactly. Because love includes all of it, right? Love is not exclusive. Love supports, doesn't judge. Michael told me that he would like to release the energy connecting him to the father, his biological father from this life, Ralph, and maybe Cindy. Can we help in that? Can we ask the higher self in the form of this man that he was, the father, fully connected, fully aware, to help release these layers? Is it possible for Michael to let go and see it for the smoke and mirrors that it is?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's release all this build-up, all the resentment or the anger. Where is the anger located in the body? Is it in the mind? Where do you feel it?
Kind of in the mind and the stomach.
Very good.
Both.
Okay. Purge it out of your stomach. See yourself purging it, like if you were throwing up. And let me know if it's coming out. Very good. And let's do the same with your mind. Allow yourself to let go completely of this energy. It's like a magnet is pulling it out of your consciousness. So it's not clogging, it's not blocking more your clear vision. Sometimes when we have sinuses, we can use hot water to drain everything down. Let's do that with those feelings and let me know if it's happening. Very good. And feel that clarity. Feel that relief from not needing to hold on to these concepts anymore. You feel good? Are there any other blockages in the body or in the mind? Coming from the childhood experiences, the neglect, lack of guidance. Let's scan the mind, scan the body to remove any layers that would block the consciousness flow and the connection to the higher self in the form of this man, the hunter. I want to remove all implants that embody or contain fear, anxiety, feeling of not being good enough. These are implants, these are energetic attachments. Let's work on identifying where are these plants or hooks in your system. Allow the part of you that's connected to your higher self, to that hunter who had awareness of everything inside him and around him. Let's use him like an X-ray to identify. Do an X-ray and tell me where are the implants or hooks or tentacles of these energies.
So, in my brain.
In your brain. Okay, I want you now to release these hooks. I'm going to gently put my hand on your forehead to help you, okay? Just allow yourself to create a sensation of gently pushing everything outwards. And me pulling out all these however you picture it, these connections, these attachments, let it all come out. And don't be afraid to empty everything out. It's time to do an extraordinary thing and clear everything that you want. And let me know if it's happening. Very good. Empty everything. Let's take care of it once and for all. All the programming you went through, all the conditioning, all the concepts fed to you, all the wiring that is artificial. We don't need it anymore. There's no purpose in Michael's life. Sometimes it takes a couple nights to complete the process. And usually it happens during our sleep. I ask higher self of Michael to continue working when everything is clear. Does Michael consciousness have a name? Does anything come to you? No? Just awareness, right? Presence, okay. I can feel a lot of energy calming out. So allow yourself to purge. This doesn't belong to you. And let me know when it's cleared. So in that space, you can continue clearing and stop the process. And maybe I can ask more questions. That's okay. Michael has been feeling very much disconnected for many years. Not happy with his job, a lot of fear of traveling. He is jumping from one subject to another and questioning why he's spending so much time studying. How can we help him feel more confident within himself? Can we bring more peace into his being so that he starts really feeling that awareness that he's connected to rather than the noise and the chatter? I want to put my hand on his heart and I want to send him that unconditional acceptance, unconditional love, unconditional allowance to choose to be free. So could I absorb it? Is the idea of going to New Zealand a good idea for him? Is it a good decision? Yes, So he doesn't need to feel overwhelmed by it or worried in any way. It's gonna be fine, right? Is Michael feeling the love in his body? Very good. I want to seal the sensation and that protection and supportive love into his throat so that his words reflect the feeling of that love. And also, I want to seal it in the mind so that his thoughts reflect that love. So from now on, there will be a cohesive message between the awareness in the heart, the awareness in the self-expression, and the awareness that will bring upon ideas in his life. Michael is interested in music. Should she pursue music? Yes? He's good at it, isn't he? Yes. I want Michael to feel all the appreciation that he has received from people he has performed for. Now that he is way more connected and not blocked anymore, can feel that love. That is community. That is sense of family, isn't it? Connection, right? Mhm. Will music help him stay on the path of self-worth and feeling loved?
Yes.
Very good. What else would be good for him? Good practice. He said he used to meditate. Um, he used to ride his bike. What was the accident about? Why did he have to experience this crash?
So I went back to doing what I hated doing because I thought I needed to well, to do what I need to build wealth and retire. So
And
it
that
happened just a couple of days after starting that job again.
okay. So it was Michael's higher self saying, that's not the right path. Michael seems very skilled in his engineering, computer engineering, and before he was doing electrical engineering, chemical engineering. Is this the right path for him as far as career? He's going to New Zealand to help work on special effects. Does this excite him?
Yes.
Okay. So there's no need to change the career. It's just choosing more carefully the companies.
Yes. I need a career in which I do what my job title says it is.
Okay. So what would help him being more clear, asking right questions, asking more questions? What would be helpful in the future for Michael to actually be sure that the job he's choosing is right for his skills and for his passion?
Choose a job based only on if it's something I feel I want to do.
Not because of the money, right?
Not because
Very good. Let's imprint that idea in Michael's heart to follow his passion, to only accept jobs that fulfill him, make him feel like he is making a difference. He's impacting people in a positive way. So that he can actually feel fulfilled. So let's activate that passion kit. And by that I mean acting on your highest excitement to the best of your ability, without any insistence on a particular outcome. When we do that, we naturally connect with other ways that we're passionate, different expressions of passion. This is something we already know, otherwise we wouldn't have that feeling of excitement. And the more we act on things that really excite us without a particular outcome, without listening to that voice in the back of the head, or it will not bring as much money, we will be able to actually have much better experience. And because you're passionate about it, money comes naturally. Because we are very good at what we're doing when we're passionate about something. And I want to connect also that passionate seed implanted in the throat, so Michael can clearly identify what he's passionate about in his work and in his world. So through this clear message, he can receive the offers that are most aligned with whom he prefers to be. And I also want to plant the same clarity in his mind so that the ideas follow, the visions, the inspiration. And let me know if you feel that flow. Great. So there's no need to look for a better job. Those statements that better job. It's more about knowing what fulfills Michael's desires as far as being part of the company, being a software engineer, asking right questions, right? Making better decisions. Michael had a question about friends and family. He asked why he has had a hard time making friends and why he's not married yet. Was he afraid to be just like his dad? What was the reason why he held back from connecting deeper with people? Was he afraid to be hurt, disrespected? What comes to you first? What image or idea or sensation? When you think about connecting to people, friends, colleagues, musicians, partners.
Being close.
You're closed, yeah? Now that we did all the clearing, will you be able to connect better?
Yes.
Very good. Is there anywhere else, any place in the body that feels closed as far as receiving love, receiving affection? I want Michael to be open to receiving affection and feeling worthy of it, feeling that he deserves. Please do a scan for me, your mental body, energetic, physical body. We're not just physical body, as you already know. So perhaps there is another place somewhere in the magnetic field around you where there is a block. You can say to yourself inside your mind, I fully deserve and accept love, fully deserve and accept affection. And just notice if there's any resistance to that message anywhere in the body or in the mind. Or if you can accept it as truth. Yes, I feel that I deserve love. I'm worthy of love. Does it feel natural to say?
Yeah, my face feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
it's good.
Where in the face?
And
Your mouth, your jaw, right? So there's probably some tension there. Then Michael have a hard time expressing his feelings and saying, actually, I care about you, I love you, I need you, I want you. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand near your jaw and I'm asking Michael to release all this tension from them on a deep level. So that he's able to express what he needs from the people in his life. So you're able to clear this stagnant energy. That's very good. Empty everything out. You don't need any of this anymore. Allow yourself to purge until you feel relieved, until you feel the flow. And let me know if you're clear. I think it's still coming up because I can feel it in my thumb. So let's release all of that. So that nothing holds Michael back from expressing himself fully. It's like we're writing a new code to replace what was there before. That helps you clear. See yourself doing that. Using the help of your higher self in the form of this hunter, this well-respected man. What codes need to be rewritten. I want to use my hand and put into your heart first that feeling of deservability, unconditional allowance of love to flow in all forms. People, nature, animals, consciousness, Michael's higher self, so that he feels that he is brought back to that state of full connectedness. That the nature is always communicating. You can communicate back. You can easily correct his behavior if he falls back into old patterns. There will be a signal from his higher self that he will clearly understand without getting into accidents. He will be much more subtle. I want to put that deservability into his throat and his mouth so that he can recognize when people come from a place of love, because he has opened that place within himself. That he starts attracting friends and potential partners that are also feeling like they deserve love. They're able to give it freely. They don't withhold love. They're able to show affection. And I also want to seal it in Michael's mind so that the thoughts that are inspired by this feeling of deservability lead him towards helping others with his job, his kind ways. I feel like Michael has very soft, giving energy, warm, just wants to share that warmth, that softness. He doesn't want to be a tough guy. So I want him to fully connect to that level of deservability. So when we know we're worthy, we don't need to protect. That worthiness is the vibration that we give off to the world, and it attracts everything. I want Michael to send a message through all of his senses, physical and physical, to the world. I'm worthy. I'm lovable. I am complete. So let's make sure that he seals this signature vibration within his DNA, within his brain, his mental structure, within his emotional body. So it's a one cohesive message that will help guide him. Thank you. Michael mentioned the American culture. He seems to be severely affected by the media message. Will he now be more immune to these frequencies from TV, from the government? How can we help him block down the low frequencies? Will traveling to New Zealand help him? Mm-hmm.
Keeping awareness, focusing on that.
Very good. So it's like what you said, where we put our focus, that's where we will notice, right? Mm-hmm. So let's shift his full awareness into his inner intelligence, inner workings, inner engineering. Michael is an engineer. He was wondering, why is he engineer in this lifetime? Why is it important for him to be an engineer? Maybe on a metaphysical level too, or spiritual level. He wants to make a change, it seems like. Wants to have a positive impact. Maybe he wanted to feel wanted or part of something bigger. Let's go deeply into Michael's psyche and let's find an answer. Do you see from the perspective of higher self that you could change your career? Or is it something that you will stay with?
I will stay, but different. I'll try to only do positive things.
Mm-hmm. So being
I
in
won't make things that I don't respect.
very good. Okay. Very good. So let's make sure this is clear within Michael's psyche. He has to have a respect for the project, for the idea. Michael wanted to add more meaning to his life. What would be a good way for him? Starting with that job would be a good way, right, to add meaning. More self-respect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Connecting more with other people.
Very good.
And putting my life in a way that in which I don't feel I'm doing things to make
Very good. So not contributing to the things that
that I find loathsome.
Very good. Let's make sure that Michael's energy, awareness, all of his vitality points that direction. Not contributing to anything that does not create positivity, connectedness, solutions that will help others. Did the feeling of anxiety cleared?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Are you able to connect to your dog, Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Is she in the state of awareness now? Pure awareness? Does this make you feel better that you can connect with her in that realm? Amazing. Allow yourself to feel her love. And is there anything else that Michael needs right now as far as guidance, as far as clearing, as far as answers? Very good.